Good evening, guys. So this evening I'm going to be making tomato and aubergine curry. Let me show you the ingredients I have to work with. So we've got our main ingredient, aubergine, that's a whole aubergine, garlic granules, turmeric, coriander, garam masala, extra virgin olive oil, sugar, table salt, one can of chopped tomatoes there, 2 onions sliced, and 1 can of carnation milk. Aubergine curry is one of my favorite curries because it's a vegetable curry and it's so nice and so sweet when you add the carnation milk. But I'll show you the steps all the way, guys. So I'm just going to go slice up my aubergine and I'll be right back. During this war with COVID-19, guys, it's so important that we eat really well and keep very healthy as well. So if you have any suggestions that you would like me to show you whilst I'm cooking, please drop it in the comments and I can cook them, show you the steps, and that way we can be healthy together. And the best thing that's been helping me on through this COVID-19 war and through this time of working at home and staying at home is understanding that we are all a community and it's important to keep in touch with each other as well. So let me know what's working for you at the moment, and if any of you have any questions for me, please drop it in the comments. So now that my aubergine has been cut up, guys, let me show you the next step. So before I was cutting up my aubergine, I preheated my oven to gas mark 6. So this is because we want to roast the aubergines in the oven. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil into the aubergine and roast that in the oven for 20 minutes. I'm just going to do that and I'll put it in. As you can see, I've added in the extra virgin olive oil. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to use a normal tablespoon and work that right in there. When it's all done, we're just going to pop it into the oven. It goes, and like I said, we're going to roast that in the oven for 20 minutes. Whilst I'm waiting for the aubergine to cook, I thought I'd give you some of my classic Cassie jokes, so it keeps you entertained. When I was 17 years old, my auntie asked me, Cassandra, what would you like for your home? And I said, auntie, I want a spice rack. And of all things a 17-year-old could ever ask for, a spice rack is what I wanted. Because, a spice rack is so cool. I think it's so cool anyway, because you get to keep all your, go-to spices in them. Let me show you the spices I work with in my kitchen on a normal day-to-day basis. So I've got ginger, chilies, nutmeg, chili powder, cinnamon, mixed herbs, parsley, thyme, basil, mint. Isn't it perfect, guys? 20 minutes of roasted perfection. So now we're going to go on to step 2. It's basically to heat up 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And basically, once that's heated, we're going to fry our onions. So you just want to keep your oven. So whilst my frying pan is heating up with the 1 tablespoon of oil, I'm going to make some basmati rice to have with my curry. So with this meal, you can always have it with naan bread, chapatis, potatoes, if you want to. But I prefer to have it with rice because, basmati rice is a good grain of rice you could have. If you want to use brown rice as well, you can. So back to step 2. We're going to fry our onions now for about 6 minutes. I always love the smell of onions when I'm frying them. It reminds me of like when you go to one of those hot dog vendors to get a hot dog, and you always get those really browned white onions that's been cooked on a grill. That's the best thing, guys. Honestly, after this coronavirus ends, I will get myself a hot dog from a vendor and get some onions. So whilst your onions browning, guys, and it's got to this color, you want to add a teaspoon of all your spices in. So whilst you've added your sugar and spices in, you just want to mix it all in together into the onion. for just about a few minutes. So that's about like a minute or 2 minutes. 3 guys, we're gonna tip in the tomatoes and the evaporated milk. There you go. And also we're gonna tip in our aubergines all into the mix. At this stage, what you want to do is simply get your wooden spoon and mix everything right in there. If you do wish not to use evaporated milk, because I know it's cow's milk, you can always use coconut milk and soy milk as well. For vegans out there, I love you too. So basically, this is what you need to do next. Now, just add your lid right on top, guys, and simmer this to a good 25 minutes, and your curry will be done soon. And look, my rice cooking. Look at that, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? So we're just 7 minutes away from 25 minutes. But if you think your curry is basically cooked for the consistency of your onions, you can literally stop cooking. So I'm going to stop cooking because I think my onions have softened. And this is ready. So I'm going to serve it right up with the rice. Yay. So that's dinner cooked, guys. This meal was a total joy to cook, guys. Let me show you. So it makes 3 servings. I've got dinner tonight, lunch for tomorrow, and 1 for the freezer. One thing I love is basically cooking enough rice for a meal and or another meal and future meals and stuff. But you know, it's always so great to be able to have something in the fridge and something in the freezer for whenever you're hungry. So I hope you enjoyed this meal. Bye, guys.